Right, it's time to get live. Talk about some motivation, talk about some meditation, talk about some inspiration. If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. So when we start getting out there, we start getting after it, we start getting focused, we start utilizing what we have inside, a lot of the challenges that we face off against. There's going to be days where you're going to wake up and you're not going to want to start your day. There's going to be days where the challenges that you feel like are going on around you are greater than the ones that are going on inside. And that's what it's about. It's about finding a way to overcome those challenges, to put yourself in a place where what you have going on within is greater than that going on the outside. And I put these videos out on a daily basis, not just for you guys, but also for myself to continue to focus towards that path. We're going on almost 2 years plus here that I've been doing these videos on a constant basis. It's amazing that we have a little bit of space and technology out there that gives the ability to continue to grind, to continue to get after it, to look at it from a universal aspect, where a lot of things have been hijacked. It's amazing that mentality can open you up. It can find a way for you to start to believe in yourself. And in fact, in that process of finding yourself, the challenges that you face off against become results. And when those results come out, that they're positive, when those results start coming out, that no matter the challenge you're facing off against, where is your mind? If you set a goal in front of yourself, what is that goal? What is it how will you achieve that goal? What is it that you're doing on a daily basis that is opening your mind up to being able to achieve that goal? And each day that we put in this kind of time and this kind of effort and this kind of ability to truly focus towards that place, it's a place of being. And when you're putting in that kind of time, how are you improving yourself in the process? How are you improving your ability and your mentality? What does it take to use your gifts? What does it take to use your talents and to use your abilities in such a way that you can focus in a positive direction? See, a lot of people forget about that. They see the story and they see the person who's out there going after it, but then they put in the time to do it themselves. So they put in the effort, the ability to sit down and, like I do every day, go on with my 10 scrolls of success and, put them in front of me and I start to sit down and daily, today is the 20th, I'm going to be successfully going through my second scroll of success here in a few days, I'll be moving to the third scroll of success. And each scroll has its own, method. It has its own part in it. It's when you're actually the one that's doing it. It's when you're the one that's putting in the time and that you're actually the one putting in the effort and the mentality to continue to grind. See, when I first started doing videos 2 years ago, the person that I was with didn't want me to do a video. When I see people that are able to overcome their challenges by listening to some of the things that I've said and that I've worked on in myself, because of course we all work at challenges, it lights up. It's a place where what's going on within becomes greater than the challenges that are going on around us. And that's where you truly start to know yourself, what you're truly made of. It's where when you're looking inside of who you are, you start to say, I can no longer take this kind of treatment. I can no longer allow these kind of people into my lives. And when you start to move in the direction where positivity starts to become your result, a lot of motivational speakers, they talk about put yourself around people that are more intelligent than you and you will grow. And what does that mean to find that kind of a way where no matter the challenges you're going through, you will overcome them? You know, it's amazing when you're growing. It's amazing when you're opening your mind and your being, and when you're focusing past your challenges. The second piece is getting ready to know yourself, you know, start to know who you are inside and to know the challenges that you face off against and the things that you go through on a daily basis. You know, another thing that's important when you're getting to know yourself is studying your notes. A lot of people don't take notes. They don't put the time in, they don't put the effort in to get to know themselves. You know, keep a log of every day that you're there, that you know, the first couple minutes of every day dedicated to the ability to open up your mind, you know, open your ability to start to set things in front of yourself and to find ways to set up goals and to set up abilities within yourself. You know, what is it that you want to achieve today? What is it that you're truly wanting to overcome? You know, a lot of what we go through on a daily basis is in our mind. It's in our own knowledge of the challenges that we face off against on a daily basis. And so when we put ourselves in a place where we have the ability to overcome, we have the ability to go within, we can start to find ways to overcome those challenges. But you got to put that time in, you got to put that effort in, you got to put that mentality in a place within yourself. And so, are we doing that? Would be the next question, you know? Are we truly putting that kind of time in? Are we truly putting that kind of effort in? So, focusing inwards, focusing on our abilities, focusing on our mentality and our ability to overcome challenge. So, how are you using your gifts? How are you using your knowledge? What is it that is within you that's shining? How does it light up in this world? Are you seeing your dreams come true? Are you seeing your abilities start to come from within and work their way outwards, you know? And so when we're facing off against things, where do we go? Do we seek from within, or are we seeking external things to become the results? Are we seeking external things to open us up? Are we strong enough to look within ourselves for the answers? Are we strong enough to look within ourselves for how we can do better? See, it's not easy when everything is going against you, when everything is working for you. Remember those times when they're working for you, so that when they're going against you, you have the ability to continue, that your chapter, that your page, that you are absolutely disciplined to the point where your emotions are no longer the thing that are affecting you, that what is going on within is so disciplined that you have what it takes, that you have the gifts, the talents, and the abilities. And the last piece that I want to talk about is, what does it mean to be disciplined? What does it truly mean to learn? You know, on a daily basis, we should be learning, we should be growing, we should be finding ways to open up our minds, to open up our abilities, to open up our mentalities. And, you know, one of those things that we learn is the days that we don't want to do it is that on those days when we're not feeling the best, we're not feeling in that place when we continue to put the time and the effort in, that we can actually overcome our challenges, and that in that process we find a way to be ourselves. And so that's where you open up the most, is when you're going through challenges. And so that's where discipline starts to open up, and that's where the reflection starts to shine from, of inspiration. That's why I ask that question every day, is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? Because if it's not one of the three, I don't want it. I do hope that you all have a blessed day. As always, namaste.